So we're here with Elton from Hampton Downs. Going to discuss the new Hampton Downs, the new look Hampton Downs. So we're going to talk about the international circuit and the way that the new track's going to go. So over to you, Elton. How does it look?
Thanks, Dave. It's an exciting track actually. From a driver's point of view, it adds everything that you need. It's long straights, elevation changes, cambers, curves. Got a couple of corners that mix it up. But the straight itself, 880 metres.
880 metres.
880 metres. So it's slightly shorter than the straight at Pukekohe. But what we're doing is we're coming onto the straight at sort of at least double the speed of what you would at Pukekohe. And so what we're reckoning is that by the time we get to the break point, particularly with something like the GTs, the Australian GTs, they're going to be sort of seeing 270, 280 k's, maybe slightly higher. So it's really going to be an exciting place. A couple of camber corners. We've got about 6 degrees of camber on the corner we're going through at the moment. On the new part of the circuit here. The next corner here, we've actually mixed up a little bit of a camber on the way in. Flattens out slightly in the centre, and then it starts to bank up again on the exit. So it means you really, from a driver's point of view, really start leaning on the car, making it work. Little bit of a dip here just to mix things up, and then we're coming into the left-hander, which is going to link us back onto the new circuit, onto the old circuit, sorry. So coming in, you want to drift it wide as you come through here, and then just as the track starts to tighten up, you want to start bringing it in. So quite a technical little corner there, elevation change of camber and a tightening up all at the same point, linking back onto the current circuit. So what we're finding is that the way we've laid the new track, which is effectively the original design that Tony Roberts and Chris Watson came up with back in the mid-80s, mid-90s. Plan-wise it's the original design, but we've just played with the cambers, and it really complements the way that the current circuit is. And just from a driver's point of view, like I said before, it really makes it an exciting circuit to drive and gives you a lot of things to think about and keeps your brain working.
It's hugely technical now. I mean, it was technical before, but this is it adds a whole new dimension to it.
Absolutely. And I say it really now comes down to not just pure horsepower, which you could make up for bad handling by having that grunt sort of coming up the hill here. Whereas now you've got to get your setup right, your downforce, if you're running wings, as well as your engine working properly as well as your gear ratios and all that sort of stuff. So it really makes it a complete circuit for a driver to get his setup sorted.
And you can split the two. Obviously, you can split the two tracks. As of I was talking to Tony, he was saying now it's doubled your capability or capacity now.
Absolutely. We're effectively running a national track and a club track, which is the new smaller one, 1.3 kilometres long. In a race car, it's around about a 40-45 second lap. But from a commercial side of things, it allows us to have Greg Murphy here doing hot laps on the national circuit, and we can have some drifting guys running around the club circuit and doing their thing down there. Keep both crews separate, and it allows us a lot more diversity. And in previous life, when we were just running the national circuit, we had around 80-85% capacity, so we were really booked up. And already since we opened the club circuit back at the beginning of May, we're seeing at least 15 days a month being used on the club circuit already, and that's without us actually pushing it. It's just current clients realising that it's there and enjoying it. So
That's a tight corner.
It's going to catch.
That's going to catch a lot of people out.
It's going to catch a few, absolutely. It really nips up once you get to the apex. It really tucks around and behind you.
And the runoff there's plenty of runoff by the looks of things. So
tons of runoff. Tony's vision was that wherever we can, you don't need barriers. We've got the space. Let's make it as safe as possible. So it allows if someone does make a mistake, they get a bit of grass on their car, maybe a little bit of gravel, but they don't really suffer any other reasons.
Sure. Because you've got the whole facility now is 400 acres?
Just over 400 acres, yeah.
And you've added the go-kart track and the
off-road course.
The off-road cruise, yeah.
Yep, no, the go-kart circuit's asphalt's going down within
that's, and then there's the museum as well.
Museum coming on top of it, yeah, with our little cafe attached to it. So there's going to be something here for everybody. So yeah, Christmas parties, drive on past. Want to have a go on the go-karts, or stop and have some lunch as well. So this is the full package.
And they'll be open when the other events are on as well.
Yep.
So again, something was, I guess, lacking before was the fact that you come down to watch the event, your family gets a bit bored.
Yeah.
There's still the opportunity to do everything now.
Yeah, and motorsport nowadays, and even corporate events and family days out, Freemanex days when they come and drive a supercar, those sort of days, it's not just about the person who's driving, it's getting everyone involved, and that's what we're trying to do with the whole business, is have lots of different arms that keep the whole family occupied, because from a driver's point of view, if mum's happy, dad can go racing.
Exactly.
That's what we want to do.
Open up the whole day. That's it's going to take a little bit of getting used to. I knew the old track really well, and it's that mixture between trying to learn something new and then all of a sudden being put back into something that you sort of know about, which is a ton of fun. But I think it's going to take. I need to spend some more time here. I think book my Christmas holiday.
No, it's definitely an exciting circuit, and like I say, we're looking at somewhere around for a GT car around about a 1:50 lap. Super Tourers, NZ V8s will be doing around the 2-minute mark. But like you've just experienced, it's a technical course. It's got a little bit of everything in there. So, and through some of the new corners, there's 2 or 3 lines through those corners, so it's really going to make a lot of overtaking, which is going to be great.
Yeah, and literally, what's your prediction for the before you break up the new straight?
We're expecting the GT3 cars to be sort of touching 280, 290. Like I say, we can't.
That's so fast.
Yes. Well, like I say, it's slightly shorter than Pukekohe, and they were hitting 300.
Yep.
At Pukekohe, you come out of the corner there, and you're doing 50 k's. You're coming out of the apex at turn 1 here, and most of those cars are doing 120, 130. So we're almost double what you do. We are over double what Pukekohe has when you come onto that back straight.
And it's the whole facility now. You've got the VIP side upstairs. You really are catering to all the marks, and it's an attractive place to be now. And a mere stone's throw from Auckland.
Yeah,
actually, and the Waikato.
And the Waikato, and
yeah.
that's really the key thing that we're trying to get across to everybody, is that we're not just an Auckland track. We're into the Waikato. 45 minutes we're at Auckland Airport, but you go the other way, 45 minutes you're in the CBD of Hamilton, an hour and a half you're in Tauranga, so it's very, very central. The suites upstairs, we've got 10 individual suites that can be hired out for corporate events, hospitality on the race weekends. So once again, it just opens up another stream of revenue as a business that in the old days weren't there.
And the good side of it is that you can split the 2 tracks up, so stuff can be going on one side where you've got the main event or one of the main events going on the other side as well.
Absolutely. I mean, we've actually in about 3 weeks' time we've got an event happening on the national circuit. We've got someone on the old skid pan as it is, doing a drift event on there, and then we've got someone on the club circuit doing a track day on the club circuit. So we've got all of those elements in there, and then you mix in once the go-kart circuit and the off-road circuit come in line. So we've actually got the possibility of having 5 separate events all happening on one day in the same area.
That's crazy. Hang on 1 second. Yeah, Thomas. Okay. Thank you. It's a pleasure to be driving around. I'm excited to spend more time here, and looking forward to it. I mean, it's just like you say, it's just opened up the whole facility now. It's family friendly, motorsport friendly, Tarmac friendly. It's very exciting.
Yeah, no, like I say, it's from my point as a track manager, it's awesome to be involved in a project like this, and having someone like Tony here who's got the vision. Yes, we all know he's a wealthy man, but he's got the passion, and that's what unfortunately some people in motorsport in New Zealand don't have. They see it as very single-minded, and Tony's got that vision to grow the sport, not only from a commercial point of view but from a spectator's point of view. And like we said earlier, if the whole family's happy, then everyone's happy to come here. Yeah,
like I said, I managed to get some time with him last week, but we were going to talk about the track, but he talked about everything, but which is really good. It's a good. He's not there to just talk about the track. He's here to talk about his family, his everything. It does open it up. And you're right. He's passionate about actually virtually everything.
Yes, yeah, no, and first time I met Tony was 2007 at the Nürburgring. We were both completing the 24-hour, and never met the guy. I knew he was a mechanic from my days in the UK, and we sat on the tyre bundle on the pit garage on a Friday afternoon after qualifying, talking about just motor racing and just silly stuff. And so he's just got that passion, he's got that drive for it, and but wants to see everything done properly. And that's really the big thing with Tony, is that he's got such a high level of presentation, and if it's not right, he won't put it out there. And the changes that we've made, painting the front of the pit garages is a prime example.
Yeah.
Just a simple coat of paint, but it just changed the whole atmosphere of the venue. So it's that attention to detail and just making things just look just right.
Well, thanks very much. Now I just want to go out and have some fun on it.
No worries. Good luck.
Thanks very much. Cheers. We're on our way now.